Mind you, this may be preliminary, elementary kind of for some of you, but this is essential to understand the thing. There is a communicator on one end, there is a recipient of information on the other end, and in between is the message. We all know about it, because somebody is communicating, somebody is listening, and the message is being communicated. Now let me explain to you in a simple manner. Each one of you at some stage of your life or on a routine basis would be giving a gift to your parents, your brother, sister, wife, son, daughter, etc. Right? Please respond if you do give a gift. So if you're giving gift, what do you do when you select a gift? Anyone who has had a guess on what do you do when you select a gift? All right, you are trying to look at what would the recipient of information like to receive, right? What is his profile? How does he understand? How will he appreciate my gift? And how would you do it? Like we all do this. If somebody is tech savvy, we'll try and give him a tech savvy gift kind of a thing. We look at the recipient of information. So in communication, it is important that when you are communicating, let me look at the recipient. I can say anything and it can go over the head of the recipient of information, poor communication. I can say something which is irrelevant to the recipients of information. Again, poor communication. So the cardinal first principle would be that if you want to be a successful person in communicating, look at the recipient, how he would look at the information, and not something that you want to say it, but it does not make any sense to the other person. Now I'll give you an example. As I said, I'll keep giving examples so that you can understand. You all know Air India, right? Air India is a national carrier, and we also know the descent of Air India over the years. There was a time when you had top glamorous people of the country as air hostesses of Air India. Parmeshwar Godrej, Maureen Wadia, and you take those names, and they were all air hostesses. A phase came when there was a decline because of political interference or job not becoming too much of an attractive proposition for, and then more of these modeling and film carriers opening up for the beautiful women, etc. So there was loss. Now, this was naturally a subject that concerned us, and people were commenting that, look, Air India hostesses are no longer what they were, etc., etc. I was head of the in-flight services department. Now, we wanted to convey to the hostesses on what happens, and like it happens in all PSUs, there used to be a refresher course every year for the cabin crew to tell them on what's the latest, etc. As head of the department, I had to go and give the valedictory address, which was a tradition. I'm known for punctuality, so instead of 3 o'clock, I entered the room at 3:05. Apologized for being late by 5 minutes. It wasn't necessary, but I still, to make an impact, I apologized. And I said, I must also share with you why I got late. I had a bundle of files on my table. I was going through the records of the 80s, the 90s, the early part of the 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5. This happened in 2005. To look at when was an instance, last instance, of an air hostess of Air India marrying an industrialist. I couldn't get in the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000 early part. So it must be something that has happened, because in the 60s and 70s it used to happen routinely. So I was a little concerned, so I thought I must come and share with you. So I am trying to put across to you people, as I told the girls, that even if you do not want to look your best, for the sake of the airline, look your loveliest, at least for yourself, because it should concern them and they will do it. So immediate response was that yes, in the next 3 months, the turnout was better, it made an impact, but then it was a short-lived kind of a thing. So you cannot really get on to it that we want to communicate and a message must be heard by them and followed and on a sustainable basis.